Reporting live with world famous Mike Devine.
What's up?
What's up, man?
How's it going?
We've been working on a Soarer all morning. As you guys know, we've been doing that single turbo conversion on the side. It's on his channel. Go check it out.
Thanks.
But today we're getting back to work on the Sonda. Hell yeah. So as you guys know, the big thing left on the chassis is like all the floor pans, because we have a fully exposed trans tunnel. We have a fully exposed trunk and everything. So we gotta deal with that.
Gotta close that up.
We gotta close that up, as they say, you know? So, of course, first stop, we're going to Logan Steel to pick up some sheet metal. Then we're gonna go to the store, get some cardboard to make some templates, and then get back to the shop and just start doing things. Does that sound about right?
I want a snack.
You want a snack?
Can we get snacks?
How about a zebra cake? That sounds good.
I don't know about that.
When's the last time you had a zebra cake? Go to the store, get a zebra cake. It's a good idea. And what better place than Logan Steel?
There is no better place.
You tell him, Mike.
Logan's got the steel.
What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Just use diamond plate. Yeehaw.
Whole thing.
Whole thing on diamond plate. Hey Mike, do you guys sell any Civic floorboards here?
What are you looking for? Civic floorboards? Yeah, we have those. We keep those in stock all the time.
Looks like either 16 gauge or 14 gauge is going to be a ticket. I don't mind having a little extra weight for some strength, so let's go with 14 gauge.
I would agree. A little more is better.
It's a lot of gauge.
You want something that's thick? Or no, I mean that's thick.
92 pounds. It could use the weight in the rear. Yeah, definitely 14 gauge is the key here.
You're also making the strongest Civic on the planet.
Well, see, that's the issue, right? So, like, everything in the Civic is meant to be up front. And basically, from the firewall back, it's just like a wagon.
Yeah.
That's just getting pulled by this massive drivetrain.
Right.
And so now that we put, like, a drivetrain, you know, it extends all the way to the rear, the chassis really is not ready for it. So we're going to have to do some more chassis reinforcement. And honestly, I don't know if I want to do a full cage just because I kind of like the street style of the car. Maybe we'll do a half cage. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
streety.
Cool.
Okay. Perfect. Let's get to work. Next stop, Staples. Oh, thank God. No, but really, we were gonna use these as templates. It's a lot easier than cutting metal first. Mike? No name brands. No, we have that at home, Mike. So what's up, guys? So BL's off of work, so now we're gonna go play with the Sonda. You guys have been getting mad when I don't post videos. I'm sorry, I hate missing videos, but the whole everyday thing, it's hard to keep up, especially with funds. So we're trying the best we can, trust me, because I want to get this thing done as fast as possible. But today, now we're at the point where we're trying to figure out what order we want to do things, because there's a lot of things that overlap themselves and I don't want to waste time. So really, we got to do the floor pan in the rear, but that's not a big deal. We can kind of do that like last. What we're trying to focus on is the trans tunnel, but I also really want to get the engine ready, because the engine we just threw in there and it's gross. Like, I honestly don't feel that confident in this engine, because, I mean, the person I bought it from didn't seem to know much about it, but KA, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time finding another KA, but whatever. So we got to leave the trans in so Brian can form the tranny tunnel around it, but I need the engine out so I can start refreshing it and hopefully I don't waste my time. Anything you want to add to that, B?
Nah, sounded great, man. Let's get to the vlog.
Jack it up. There we go. That was the sweet spot. This is the grossest KA ever.
Nah, I've had worse.
Yeah, but that doesn't say a lot. So there's a lot of things we've been going extra on, but for holding the tranny up, I think this will be perfect. It'll do the job. It's what I got. All right, B, what's the update here?
So I have traced out a shape on the inside.
Oh, there you go. I see you spent a lot of time just making sure this thing was like perfectly centered.
It's directly in the middle. I mean, it should be symmetrical. So.
Yeah, I see you. So that's the cut you're gonna make?
Yeah. I still have to make a line from here to here, but this is where I'm gonna cut the factory stuff, so it'll come all the way to this line. It's gonna be
perfect.
Super strong.
And great news, I called the drive shaft shop today, and we should have the drive shaft next week, which is Sick.
Ooh, damn.
Oh,
What you doing?
Well, this is my extra engine stand, and RJ's motor's on it. I think. Am I gonna regret this?
I don't know.
Someone get the stand. Oh, this is a whole ass Miata engine. Okay, so bending over. Oh my God! Don't get a hernia. Don't get a hernia. Ugh. Okay, it wasn't that bad. Oh, jeans wet.
Success.
Oh, if anyone wants a 1.6 Miata engine with a cosmetic head gasket and AOP studs, pretty clean looking. 300.
350?
350. Come get it. Most exciting part of the whole bill is.
Oh yeah, Jimmy.
And that's it. She's done.
Alright guys, check it out. I got this marked up on the inside for where I want to cut so we can position the new trans tunnel. And then underneath, as you can see, we got this big old kind of square rectangular cross member that goes across. And we're going to have to notch that. I've marked the top height that I need. I'm going to cut the inside and then I'll be able to trace my line up. Alright, we did it!
There it is. We have a fully exposed trans tunnel now. Now the diff can align with the trans. Look at the heights of everything with the subframe. It just looks OEM.
I know, that's like my favorite part about this car. As weird as that sounds, because there's so many other things about it.
Just like seeing that. That looks
But
like,
even like step back, the shoulder dip. Oh jeez, what's your hand, man?
just at like the perfect height with the frame and everything. It just looks so perfect. All right, well, that was officially the last of cutting, so time to put some metal in there.
Yes, sir.
But check it out. So I got the KA out and I was looking at it, and I know I should have looked at this earlier. I was basically just more concerned about mock-up purposes, but I got this engine kind of suspicious about the condition of it. My friend said it was fine, but people's standards for fine, they range kind of high. So the biggest thing I'm worried about with KAs is they get kind of smoky. The valve seals go bad on them because people don't really take care of them, because people are like, oh, it's a KA. Like, what can go wrong, right? Finally taking a look at the motor, I could see that the valve seals are leaking just looking at the valves, which is ridiculous. Check this out. Like, look how gross those things are. Just not, those aren't happy. Those are not happy. And clearly the rest of the motor does not look any bit nicer. So I'm a little worried if this motor is even worth cleaning up and throwing in for a little while. Now I could still clean up all the accessories and mod them for everything I have to do, but I might honestly find another K in the meantime. It's not worth like pulling the head and doing the valve seals and everything like that if I'm not gonna build the whole thing. But I don't know, B, what do you think we should do? Should we just suck it up, clean this one, and just let it be a smoky little thing for the meantime?
Ooh, I'm honestly, here's what I think. If you find another one in the meantime, we'll use that one. If not, we'll use that one.
All right, well, that being said, I did plan on actually building a K8 for this car. Since it seems like this car is gonna be worth keeping and it's gonna be pretty badass, it's worth building up a motor that could hold, you know, more than 300 horsepower reliably. This maybe could be that long block. But in the meantime, I'm gonna pull all the accessories off, start getting those things cleaned up and modified for the chassis, and hopefully next couple of days we can figure it out. Either way, the accessories need to be done. So, but let's see how it looks underneath the valve cover. This will tell us. Oh, that was water that just came out of there. So that's a great feeling. Like, look at the oil and just look at the. Someone really cared about this motor. It's very obvious. All right, let's check it out. I mean, it did sit for a long time. It doesn't. Okay,
It smells like a K.
It smells like a K. I mean, we could technically
Dude, these things are pretty roached.
They've been sitting for a long time. Look at the corrosion spots.
That's not even, look at this, is like kind of just sludgy.
I would love to just build this one off the rip, but that's expensive, and I can't afford that. So I would love to just build this one off the rip, but that's expensive and I can't afford that. So if anyone in the Northeast has a decently running K8 that just doesn't smoke like a freight train, let me know. Hook your boy up with a good deal because I'm trying to get a motor together quick. Dude, this thing's such a piece of shit. Well, the inside of the intake makes me feel great. Check this out. You can go on the light. What the fuck, dude? Dude. Come on. Why you gotta do this to me? Look how crappy this thing is. What is...
See all the carbon shining in there.
Yeah, dude, what a piece of crap motor. Craigslist be like, runs mint. Look at the injectors, dude. Like, even the injector seals are fully rotted out. You see them?
Oh wow, they're not even there.
That's what I'm saying.
Holy crap.
Wow, this is it's probably a good candidate to be rebuilt. Just obvious. I can only imagine, like, unless it like has rod knock and stuff, it can all come back to life pretty decently. The accessories are all there. Just needs one of every single gasket, an insanely deep cleaning, and one of everything. So
Basically.
man, heck, that sucks. Hey, it's been a good mock-up motor, so it'll be a good motor to send to the machine shop, but everything else is just junk. Oh yeah, look at that. That's so, can you see in there?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, there's all that's water in cylinder 4, just chilling.
Oh my God.
What? This
Thirsty?
What the fuck? Wow. I got duped.
Look at how much rust is on this valve.
Oh my god.
That's a brown finger there.
This thing is a huge piece of crap.
Look at the front of the alternator. That's all you gotta look at.
Yeah, like this thing was so well maintained.
Dude, don't put the light on it. It's too bad.
It makes it worse.
Bang your boys line. Let me know if you got a K for sale. Alright, I don't even want to look at that motor for the rest of the night, but let's see what Brian's doing. I know he's got a really good idea going on here. So the piece that he's cut out in the back was actually a reinforced piece of the chassis. So Brian's going to make a little 2-for-1 action here. So not only is he going to make a little basically C-channel again to reinforce the chassis, he's actually making a little pedestal right up there for our transitional to actually just sit on.
Yeah, exactly. That way the kind of the, how do you describe it? But the shape of the trans tunnel, that main kind of hoop, I'll be able to rest on top of this and plug weld the top, and that way I'll be able to join kind of this back wall and the trans tunnel in an easy fashion.
Yeah, look at this beautiful template. Now it's time to cut this out of some metal, like we've been doing for every other piece of this project. It's a good technique, but
That's how you get stuff done.
Thanks, Brian. Always a good way to warm your hands.
Don't put it in backwards. Let's see here. Oh! We're off to a not so good start. Cool, let's get it tacked in and then weld it up. And then we'll be on to the next part of this project.
quality tack B.
So what we're going for here.
Woo! This has to be the most like satisfying plate yet.
Why is that?
Because it's just so symmetrical and it just like opens up this nice window, you know?
I feel it.
That's some good looking work right there.
Nice.
Little by little.
It looks like it looks like it belongs there, which is nice.
It's gonna be like the rear, you know?
Little things take time, and then at the end,
adds together, and then once we add, and then we add
it's
some,
all done. Oh my god!
and then we add some seam sealer and some paint, and it's like, yo, when they make this thing at Honda?
It's a rare prototype.
Eh. Huh? Now I just need this stupid ass junk ass KA. Who's got one?
Give me that.
Oh man, maybe I should put the M3 together and finally get that sold, and they'll pay for most of the engine. Yeah, I'm not gonna think about it. Nice work.
Thanks, man. You did good pulling out that boat anchor.
And then crying about it for 4 hours.
You did real good at that. Well, like, comment, subscribe.
Stay tuned for more content. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
I'm cold-hearted and broke, I cold-started and choke. I grow part with my soul, the vote harder to grow. I know why, hey, I know why, hey, yeah. I'm cold-hearted and broke, I cold-started and choke. I grow part with my soul, the vote harder to grow. I know why.